This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little Soul Land Reloaded up here. So I've been getting some requests and whatnot to do a beginner's guide. It's really difficult to do a beginner's guide when you're at the level that I am because some things are different. So what we'll basically do is we'll just go ahead and touch on what you should do when you start the game. Focus on some of the things to do because as you can see from the screen, there's just a lot of stuff going on, and it's really daunting at first. So we're going to try to make it a little bit easier because that's the key. The key is to be able to do everything that you need to do in the quickest way possible. It takes me about an hour and 15 minutes to completely do everything that I need to do in the game. So when you log on the first time, let's talk a little bit. You're going to get the actual starter characters, which are your base characters. They're the base characters that from the anime. If you know the Shrek 9, okay, Shrek 7. I'm sorry, Shrek 9. The Shrek 7, okay. So those are the ones that you're going to get. You're going to get Dai, Tang Sen, Wu, Oscar, Wrong. You're going to get those are the characters that you're going to end up getting. Now, what you need to understand about this is, in most games, whenever you get those new characters, there's a tendency to not invest into those characters, simply because of the fact that if you do invest anything in them, then when you start getting more powerful characters, which is usually fairly quickly, you don't have the mats for them. And one of the nice things about this game is you don't have to worry about that. Feel free to invest in those characters because you can regenerate them. Okay, regenerating a Soul Master returns 100% resources, gold, soul coins, and the materials. And the Soul Master is converted to a Soul Master shard. And what's that is you'll get those shards back for the character. Okay, so once a character's been regenerated, I'll show you what it looks like here. You'll notice a little bit different. Okay, you see, I'll say collected. Okay, so this is what happens when you regenerate. Okay, so they're still there if you need to actually want to come back and utilize them, but they're not. You got the shards back, and you want the shards because we're going to talk a little bit about upgrading your character, and you need shards to do that. Now let's talk about that. So don't be afraid to pump a little bit of resources into those starter characters. You're going to regenerate them anyway to get the stuff back once you get the higher characters. You're going to start getting, so A's and B's, C's, D's, E's, and F, whatever you want to call them. You're going to get they're going to go away fast. Okay, you're going to start getting S's fairly quickly because there are chests out there for that. If you are doing everything in the game, you'll get a fair amount of chests each day, and you get the shards. One of the ways to get the shards is through the shop function here inside of Assistant Woo. Assistant Woo is something that you need to set up almost immediately. This will allow you to knock a good 40-45 minutes off of how long it takes to do everything daily. So this is a very important function. And what I like about it is it's very simplistic too. Okay, I know it takes a little while to set up, but you want to go in there and do that. There's really not enough to worry about inside of all these. Just make sure that it's set to go to the latest state that you completed. Okay, and that's what it'll do in terms of running that. See, so each time it goes, so you set the difficulty 8, and now it's going to run 8. The ranking, this is going to be set by default to 5. You want to set this to 10. Okay, it's going to lose a little bit of your diamonds, but you want to do that because the best rewards for these are at the 10. So let's just take the battle in the clouds for instance. Okay, and these are the best ways to actually get a lot of the materials. Okay, so we'll take a look at Sorta for instance. You want to sweep this for 10 times. Okay, you're going to get 5, but you want to purchase the extra 5 that you need. And the reason you want to do that is because you get 10 universal shards. So you can get up to, that's right, 10, 5, 15, 20. If you do 10, you can get 22 universal shards. Those universal shards can be used on any character. Okay, So keep that in mind when you're doing. Make sure you always do 10, and it's not that many. It's not going to be like maybe 150, 200 diamonds to purchase the extra 5 runs, but you want to make sure that you do purchase those. All right, it's very, very important for keeping things that you want to do. Battle in the clouds, as we mentioned before. So the battle in the clouds, you want to set that for 10 and make it do 10. When you first come in, you're going to be ranked at about 10,000. Get as far up as you can, and then check the box to do sweep 10 daily, and then check it every once in a while and do it manually. I do it manually. I look at it once a week, and if I can move up a little bit farther, or what I do. If I can't, then it's no big deal. But see, by doing that, you get doomstones. Doomstones are important for working on your soul beast, so definitely want to get those. So that's it's a resource that's difficult to get in other places. So it's definitely want to do 10 to get that, as well as moving you up in the rankings. Okay. Same thing with the arena. Once a week, I'll check the arena. I go like right now. So can I move up? Yeah, I might be able to beat that, but it's not something I'm going to focus on at this time. I've already done my 10 for today, so I'm not going to be doing that. But you do 10 for a day. Again, you're going to get 5, so you'll get up to this free, but then all this after that, you get more shards and another universal. Okay, these universal shards are very important. Those are used in those shards that can be used on any character. All right, so that's why you want to do it, but you want to set up assistant rules. So spend 15-20 minutes setting it up and familiarize yourself with that. It's very important. That will allow you to clear a lot of this. You want to make sure that you do everything a day. None of this is really hard. Just take the team in. Like I say, you won't have to do Sorta arenas and a lot of the arena stuff. You only have to do that once a week manually. The rest of the time you can just assist in it and get the rewards for doing it. Okay? Because it'll sweep it and collect the rewards, so you don't even have to go into it if you don't want to. I do run in there and check the shop and stuff to set that up. Another function is the shop function. This is where most of your shards, running the shop daily, you can get roughly 60 to 80 shards, S shards for daily. Okay? I mean, so that's how fast you can build up S characters. In a matter of 2 and 3 days, with that many shards, within a week, you can probably have 3 or 4 fairly decent S characters. And then what you're going to do after you get those is you're going to regenerate all your B's and your A's and just focus all those mats into the S's. And then once you've got SS characters, you'll regenerate those S's to get the resources back so you can use those materials for your SS characters. So don't worry about, like hoarding your materials and stuff. You can get that stuff back when you do the regeneration. This is the big function. What I do is I keep anything below 10,000 coins. I do manually because I have, of course, low materials. So like all this is above 42, so I'm not going to run the arena. 66,000. Okay, uncheck that. 14. That's above 10. So I'll go ahead and run that. 972. That's far too low to do a manual run. 662, 27. Okay, so as you can see in the slaughter shop. Okay, so then you just complete this. I just did this morning. I just did this about an hour and a half ago. Okay, and I got about 75 shards. I just run it again. 2 hours later, and look, 4, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 40, 48 shards in just 2 hours time regenerated. That's okay. So that's what you can do. That's the way you get it. And those were all S shards. So those are all S characters. S characters are what you're going to be using. You need to power up those S characters so that you can get the SS characters. And it's just progressive. Now, second thing to understand, this game is gated. Okay. For instance, everything is set by level. See, I can't level up this particular item of mine until I get to level 96. Okay. Plus, the mats for this aren't available yet. I need 44-6. So what you need to focus on is the story. This is what you need to do. If you want to level up, just start on the story and go through it. The story is not difficult. Okay, you will not find any trouble whatsoever. I have never, ever, ever not 3-starred anything inside of the story. Okay, you should have no problem whatsoever. The story on normal is a cakewalk. I'm skipping. I started skipping because my BP was too high at like chapter. I think it was chapter 7. I can't remember. It was a while ago. I think it was like 6 or 7 where I started skipping because my BP was so high that I was just that there was no use for me to run it because I was just doing it well. And then in the elite, I started skipping. I think it was elite started skipping. It was a little, of course, later because the elite stages were a little bit more difficult. But I'm pretty sure it was in like late teens, early 20s. I think it was somewhere around in here where I started skipping that. Epic, I'm skipping that too. So you can only do 3 epics a day. But the nice thing about the epic is the fact that if you purchase the card, you can do more. Epic, the reason epic is so nice is because you get diamonds when you complete them. That's why they only allow you to do 3. Elite is pretty good simply because of the fact that elite is where you can get shards. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's go back a little bit farther here. So in elite you only have the bosses. Okay, but you get shards. Okay, so this is key important that you want to try to get to the elite stages, the first stages in the elite, where you can start getting S shards. That's right, you can get S shards in the elite stages. Right, here we go. 34-1, you can do Chen, Tank San S, our Poison Master, Phoenix, and right there is Yugen. She's an excellent character. And of course, there's Ren, Wu, Wrong. He's actually not bad. Gume is not bad either. And then we got Bo, Tag Chen. I never actually used him, but I hear he's pretty good as well too. Kent, now he's actually a tank, so he's pretty good. Zhu. So as you can see, you're wrong. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that you can get in here that's really good. And Yen, best healer in the game early is Yen. She's comparable to SS Oscar in terms of healing, primarily because she gives a buff to your actual attack and speed. So that makes her Oscar's a little bit better because he's SS, but I used her for quite some time. I never did focus on Oscar. Still have not focused on Oscar, simply because of the fact that I was able to get my hands on SS Yen, which is the best healer in the game right now, bar none. So I was just using her. And I use Oscar as my second hero, but we're coming out with an SS plus Wrong pretty soon. So there's no use focusing on building up one right now, simply because I'm just going to, just wait until SS plus Wrong comes out. She'll be my main healer, and then I'll have SS Yen on my second team as a healer. So focus on the story. That will open up the mats, and you want to max out story and your mats. Now, pretty soon you're going to get to a place where you can't do anything. I'm at that place right now. I've maxed out the mats, okay? And I have to wait until I open up the next story mode to get the mats for the next level, and I can't because I'm only at level 93. So leveling up in Soul is it's not easy, but the best way to do it is your quests. Daily quests. You need to do every single quest, okay? All of them, okay? This is where a bulk of your experience will come from, is by doing this. Each time you clear a story, of course, whether it be sweeping it, after you get 3-star, you can sweep it, or that what is going to be coming from here, okay? So you want to make sure that you complete all of these every day. You don't need to really worry about the weeklies, simply because if you complete all of your dailies every day, most of the weeklies will complete themselves, okay? There are a few things that you want to do. You want to make sure that you run the Devil Whale on Friday. You won't need to. You'll be able to get the maximum chest without doing the Devil Whale, and without doing the North region. event. You don't need to do these 4 quests right here because you'll have enough to get the chest without them. But you should do them simply because of the fact that it does give you points and it does give you some gems and you get some rewards for doing it. North region occurs on Friday. You want to make sure that you just rob 3 players and then purchase 2 rob chances. Purchasing 2 rob chances is less than 150 diamonds. So doing this is a net for diamonds. You get more diamonds back. Say for Devil Whale, but you definitely want to participate in, but you don't have to. So if you miss them, don't panic. You still will be able to complete your 135 points to get the maximum chest. But you want to do the dailies every single day and claim all the rewards. Because as you can see, you get all kinds of goods. You get currency for the shops, okay? Awakening chest keys, dice. You get 500 tyrant coins inside of your sect. You want to join a sect. 350 diamonds. Get some, yeah, see, just look, see, you're getting all this currency for the shops, and you need this to get your S shards that you need, okay? All right, so that's it. So you want to make sure you do that on a daily basis. All right, now, none of this is, most of this is expectancy. Make sure you check in every day. The rewards are great. As you can see, you can get quite a bit of diamonds, okay? So make sure you check in. Even if you're not going to play, just log on, check in, okay? 2 check-ins. Got your daily check-in, you got your monthly check-in. Make sure you do both because the rewards are quite nice. So if you check in every day, that's 1,888 diamonds. You get some deep sea silver, all kinds of reward. It has a pretty nice shot, so you definitely want to make sure that you know claim. I'm going to be claiming a lot of this stuff, as you can see, but always too much considering how much you get. But you have to do that. So make sure that you log in daily. Check your mail daily. There'll be rewards in there from your previous arena and events, and you'll get diamonds and a bunch of stuff. Top up is not something you need to worry about unless you're going to be spending money. We're doing a free to play, so that's achievements. Occasionally, as you make leaps and forward and stuff, you'll get achievements to get some resources. Tasks is your quest, so make sure you do that daily. Daily events, check it each day. Gather the freebies. Check the weekly packs. I'm VIP 10, or I'm VIP 9, sorry. I have not spent any money on this game. You will get free VIP in this game. The VIP in this game is free. If you play the game, you will get VIP points. You're not going to miss anything. This is one of the most generous free-to-play games out there, which is why I'm playing it, because they don't force you. You can progress in this game without playing it. I mean, I'm at 1,000 million right now. That's granted. I'm not going to be able to compete with the whales that are at 500,000 million, but I'm going to be able to have some fun in the upper levels because I have that's high BP. As you can see, free VIP. So as you 8 days log it in, they're going to give you 6, 15, 240 VIP points, 760. 2,000. As you can see, they're giving you free VIP and 5,000, and then it gets even. I mean, it gets even worse. 15,000 points, 20,000. Of course, as you get into higher VIPs, it takes more points, but you'll be able to get a fairly decent VIP accumulation with this. And as you level through these levels, you get rewards. When you first start out, I don't know if they still have the die event. When I first logged on, I logged on at the game's inception. They had an event for the God of War. Get him and invest in him. Okay, you're not going to keep him for long. He's not a very good character for an SS. He is by far, aside from, I would have to say, Oscar, who's useful because Oscar can heal your team. He's probably the most useless of the SS characters. But they give you to him for free, so get him, level him up. He will be the most powerful character you have early in the game, and he can carry you a good ways, so that you can start gathering shards. So let's talk about leveling up characters in the game. As you acquire Soul Masters, okay, you're going for the S's, okay? Build a team. You want a team that has a tank. A tank is identified by the symbol here. Ren is probably the best S tank out there. I used her, still using her. as one of my support, just to get all this stuff adds to my BP. So that's why my, what are the BP's up there. So Ren is probably your best tank. IN is definitely your best healer, S healer. Attackers, Chen is pretty much the best. He does the single best damage, so he's good. And then you can use, after that, you can use Tang San, you can use Bo. Any one of those S characters will be good for an attacker. I used BB Dong. In my opinion, she's the best attacker right after Chen. Chen was doing a little bit more damage, but BB's my favorite character, so that's why I maxed her out. But she will be regenerated when I have enough S characters to fill up all the support slots. So you have two teams, 4 on each team, and then you have support slots, which don't use anything, but they're there for support. So this is what you got. This is what you've got for your set. So as you can see, this is not set up because I swept it. I didn't even need to fill up all of my slots. I swept this, and all the slots were empty except for my main team. So, but I still swept it. So you're going to have your main team. You want a tank. This is SS plus Ren. This is SS plus Clear Sky, and this is SS plus Bow. Okay, you're not going to have them for a while, but you want to put tank, attacker, healer. This is SSIN. As I said, we have not got an SS plus healer as of yet. Wrong is coming soon. She has been announced, I have heard, but we're not sure what's going to be the next one. Right now, there's an SS plus Rakasha BB Dog event going on. But so that's what you do. And then you want to put a Spirit Soul in here, whichever one. Put your best one in here. Okay. But then second, you got all these will lock up. These unlock as you level up. Okay. So that's why it's important to do your daily quests and do your stories, get as far as you can so that you can open up more slots. Sub 2, see more slots. Sub 3, 2 more slots. And then at max right now, 95 I'll get, and then 100 I'll get the final slot. So as you can see, you're going to need 4, 8, 12, 16. Keep that in mind. You're going to need 16 characters. Okay, so that's what so at this point I still don't have 16 SS plus and SS characters. As such, I'm having to use a couple of my S characters, which is Ren and IN. I've still got them and BB Dong. I've still got them utilized in my support slots because I don't they'll be announcing Rakasha BB Dog here next week. End of next week is when I'll get her. So she'll be scooted in, but then at 95 I'm going to need none. So I'll just start working Rakasha BB Dog into the lineup. I'm going to max her out, and I'll be doing a video on that when it hits. But I'm still going to have to keep IN around simply because at 95 I'm going to need another slot. So I'll take her out until I hit 95. Now at 95 I'll have to move her back in. Okay, so keep that in mind. 16 characters by the time you're level 100. Okay, so that's what you need to do. Do your dailies. Work through the story as fast as possible. Okay, that's where you're going to open up the story mode to get those mats. And as you do your story mode and as you do your daily quests, you'll level up. Okay, there's no speed leveling. Okay, there's just not. Everything's gated. It's either gated by the story mode level or your character level. They want you to progress at a certain rate, and that rate is what you have to do. All right, so that's the basic method. Okay, so we'll get into, I'll do another video. I've done numerous videos on soul bones. You might want to go back and watch them. It's too large to talk about soul bones in a short time frame, but they are very important. Do not neglect soul bones. I'm telling you, don't. Soul bones are where you're going to get your largest BP jump, is by S'ing your soul bones and then SS plussing them. Okay. I've already spoken about soul bones. So you want to get a red set. The red set is only available. It's not available in the shop. Okay, I will say that. The red set's not available in stock. There is nothing wrong with the soul bones they have in the soul bone shop. All right, there's nothing wrong with the orange set and the yellow set. One is a hit point set, okay, and one is a defense set, okay. Um, you know, you might want to stick a defense set on your tank. You might, and then stick the HP set on your healer. Uh, and vice versa. And then early in the game, you're going to have to stick both of those on healers and attackers as well. But in the end, you want to go for the best set, which is the red set. This is the red set right here. Okay, this is the best set in the game. You can't get this regularly. You can only get this through that chest that I'm opening up right here. This chest will be offered through events, which is why it's very important to level up your S characters, get them strong as you can, use the mats. Okay, you can get all that stuff back just by regenerating, so don't hold back. Get as strong as you can so you can get more materials and you can advance farther. The way you'll get these chests is by completing higher levels, you get, just basically using your stamina, you get the event currency, whatever it is, a ticket, a voucher, maybe an item, and then there'll be an event shop, and you can purchase the chests inside the event shop with the event currency that you earned by using your stamina. It's not hard, okay? And then you'll be able to get the chests. They don't offer it all the time, but they offer it fairly often enough. As you can see, I'm already 60 each one, 240 to build a full set. So I've got a full set, which is going to go on Rakasha BB. Well, actually, I'm going to move the set. Rakasha BB Dong, I'm going to move her into my main team, probably replacing Bo. So the set that's on Bo will be switched over to Rakasha BB Dong. And then on Rakasha, I'll put a brand new set, or on Bo or somebody, I'll put on that new set and work it up. And once I get it maxed out, then of course, that'll be where it is. But that's the process. So try to get the red in the side of the event, and that's what your soul bones. You'll see a big jump once you start leveling up those red soul bones. Okay? So that's basically everything that you need to get started. Okay, don't be scared. There's regenerate. Regenerate, don't worry about dissolving right now. Dissolving is only used in special cases. Like right here, these are B shards. I don't need these. I haven't used A and B characters after the first 5 or 6 days in the game. They were all gone, and I was using S's for everything. So dissolving those Soul Master Stones. You never dissolve an S. Do not, under any circumstances, dissolve S'ing. S's are used to level up your SS Plus characters and your S characters. This, okay. I can't do him because he's maxed out. Let's take it to another SS Plus, which is, sorry, Tank Chen. S shards. Never, ever, ever, ever get rid of an S shard. An S shard is what you use to upgrade your SS and your SS Plus characters. So always keep these in stock. This is the name of the game, gathering S characters. And as you can see, I do it very well. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,440 shards of these. These are going to go into Rakashi BB Dong. So when that video pops, if you want to watch me, I'm going to use it all. We're going to count the number of shards it takes to max out an SS Plus character, and I'm going to get her as far as I can. I'm probably going to be able to get her very close to max level. We'll have to see. This is Rakasha right here. Hearing. Word I'm getting from people who play the game overseas indicates that she's the strongest character as of yet. Currently, the strongest character in the game is Clear Sky. He was the first one introduced, and he is a beast. If you went to the anime, he's the strongest in the anime, so he's actually the strongest here. However, they said that BB Dong is a carry. She can carry your account. Okay, so that's what we're going to find out. We're going to max her out. She's my favorite character. So, and if you watch the anime, she's very, very, very strong in the anime as well too. So we'll have to see about that. So, but yeah, she hasn't came out yet. The final event for her will be sometime probably end of next week, and then I'll get the remaining. They had an event. They gave everybody 5 shards, but you'll get 20 shards in the final event end of next week, and that'll allow us to get the 130 needed to actually create her, and we'll go from there. But that'll come out when I happen to that. But that's a good begin. That's the way I started. So yeah, you can't really go wrong. This is not like a game where you just hoard everything until you get the character. Because you have this regeneration, it's all right to explore and try different things. And if it doesn't work, just regenerate. You get a character, you think, "Ooh, this is going to be a cool character." You put some bats into it, use it. It doesn't turn out to be not very good. Regenerate and try somebody different. Okay, you can mix a match here and see what you want. But you want a tank, two attackers, and a healer. Okay, that's what I'm still using, and I'm at level 93. So build like that. Couple attackers, a tank, and a healer, and you'll be fine. That's the base team that everybody uses. So that's all I got. All right, just a quick little look there. Try to keep it short. I know it can take a really long time. But if there's anything specific that you want me to focus on, like if you want me to do a specific Soulbone guide or something like that, I'll be happy to do that for you. But I've talked about it. If you watch my other videos, you'll be able to gauge because Soulbones are very important in terms of BP. Okay, as if you watch my last video, that's when I hit 1,000. 1,000 million was when I did an SS, a Soulbone, my last piece for Ren, Angel Ren, and it took me from 985 all the way up to 1,000 million, 15 million jump right there. So that's very important as well. So don't neglect Soulbones. Okay, I know it's another tab, but you need to put Soulbones on there, and you'll get the shards and stuff for them. Put an A set on or a B set on. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can always dissolve those and get the mats back or regenerate them and get the mats back. So it's not like you're wasted anything. Nothing goes to waste in this game because they got this option. Most games don't have this because it allows you to do what you want to do, not what they're not forcing you to pigeonhole yourself in something. They're allowing you to explore the other characters. Pick ones you like. Okay. I would suggest watching the anime. It's very beautifully drawn. It's a little freaky. It has advertisements that break the wall. The anime, it's funny, but because it's Chinese, so it's a little bit different than what you may be used to in terms of other animes. But it's very well drawn. The story a little weird to follow, but it is very good. It's very long. It's a long. Hundreds of episodes. So it's something to look at if you're looking to kill some time. It's called Soul Land, as much as it's Soul Land Reloaded. So that's what you want to do. All right, guys. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Hit me up in the comments if you want me to do a specific, talk about a specific topic or something. I'd be happy to do something like that. All right. And thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Click on the bell. This is Ken Rear, coming at you from the corner, signing out.